Welcome everyone to another Maximize Monday, and wow, are we excited. But there's been a lot going on this week in the XANGO Nation and the ZIJA Nation worldwide, and there is so much of an opportunity to talk about now. It is giddy up and go time. We just offered so many more products and more markets and more opportunity to every member of the ZIJA Nation and the member of the XANGO Nation. Oh, this strategic partnership is going to shake up this entire industry. It's going to create more millionaires than ever before. And so who best to kick off our first Maximize Monday opportunity call than one of ZIJA's million-dollar earners, multi-million-dollar earners, actually the #1 income earner in all of ZIJA, and now is a member of all of us, our upline support team, somebody who can help us and guide us. And boy, he's in the trenches, and he is working, and he is presenting this opportunity day and night. And with this recording, we'll make it available so that we can all share this recording and free up his time to let him do what he does best. So without any further ado, let me introduce tonight's presenter, top income earner of ZIJA, our new business partner, Mr. Chris Estes. Chris, take it away.
Hey, thank you, Collie. It's a pleasure to be on this webinar, and congratulations to all of you who are a part of the XANGO ZIJA Nation. Just an incredible strategic partnership now, Collie, that is exciting for the entire industry as we take this industry by storm. I know that I have multiple network marketing professional friends and other companies who've been calling going, what is going on over there? And so they're actually taking a look for the first time ever. And so that's what's going to happen, Collie. We're turning heads, and so it's great to be partnered with all of you. And if you're a guest, you know, we appreciate your time. The most valuable gift you can give anyone is your time. So we appreciate you taking a few minutes to learn about this incredible opportunity as two legendary legacy companies now partner together and move forward to create a new wave of momentum, a second wave of momentum, if you will. And anybody that gets ahead of a wave, Collie, they typically get to ride it all the way to the bank or all the way to an impact or making a difference in the lives of others. And so if you would be interested in getting ahead of a wave of momentum, I would certainly listen and watch very closely over the next 20 minutes. And so I'll get right to it, Collie. You know, I come from an education, coaching, and athletic background. I played sports growing up. I went on to play collegiate baseball into what I considered my purpose and passion in life, which was to teach and coach. So I taught school for 8 years and was coaching multiple sports, was fortunate to win a couple of championships in those sports. And, you know, it was a friend of mine back in 2008 that introduced me to the industry of network marketing. And like many people, you know, they have positive or negative opinions. I was one of those in between. I really didn't have, Collie, an opinion about network marketing. Had been introduced when I was in college, but I was majoring in girls and focused on baseball. And so I passed on that opportunity. I really didn't give it a close look until my friend, and you have to understand as well, I come from a very small town in the state of Kentucky, 2 lights, you blink, you miss, is home of Abraham Lincoln. And so I come from an old-minded blue-collar town, and so there was a lot of people that maybe frowned upon this industry, but that didn't matter to me, Collie, because when my friend who I trusted, and I think that's a great question for all of you watching this opportunity, looking at something that might better your health, create more time, or in fact, bring more income into your household. As I looked at this opportunity by my friend who introduced me, I trusted him, Collie. And so that would be a question for all of you. Do you trust the person? Maybe it was a friend, maybe it was a family member, maybe it was simply a colleague or an acquaintance that introduced you. It was the trust factor that said, you know what, I'm going to take a look at this. And as I did, Collie, there was a couple of things. I think you maybe saw a picture of my beautiful family, 4 kids. You'll hear from my wife here in just a few minutes about the products, but I saw 2 distinct things, Collie, that really intrigued and sparked my interest. And the first was the founder of ZIJA International. And, you know, for me, Collie, coming from that small town, parents trusting me with their kids as an educator, as a teacher, coach, I didn't want to get involved with a company going to be here today and gone tomorrow. And so as I did my due diligence, one of the things that excited me, maybe not you, it should be you, but one of the things that excited me was the track record of Ken Brailsford relating to owning companies, not just companies, nutritional companies, not just nutritional companies, but nutritional companies inside of the space of network marketing. One in the 70s called Nature Sunshine, the other one in the 80s, Enrich International. And in 2008, Kylie, what intrigued me was those companies were still in existence, producing more than $1 billion in collective sales. And so for me, I know winners, what do? They win. And I like to attract or attach myself to winners. And so I knew that Ken Brailsford knew how to start, build, and last a company. And then it was really about did they have a product that I could get excited about? And so I learned about this botanical called moringa. And I'm like, what is it? What's moringa? Is it a dance or what is this thing? And as I looked, Kylie, I learned that it was the most nutrient-rich botanical yet discovered. I mean, you all can ask on your phone. You can ask Siri, what's the most nutrient-rich botanical, and it'll say moringa. And so a friend introduced Ken Brailsford to a documentary on the Discovery Channel, Kylie, about this botanical. Of course, as he watched this, he learned it had been around for all of these years, used to treat disease, and he formed an idea. Sight is what you see with your eyes, but vision is what you see with your mind. And Ken, with his track record of success, he saw something bigger as he looked at our society, Kylie. We're overweight, undernourished, fast-paced, fast food. 2 out of 3 people in North America, they're overweight. And everybody else knows the other people that are. And so there's all of these health issues, and he knew that we had a solution to a problem, and he sought out the very best management team. He sought out a guy named Dr. Joshua Plant, who graduated first in his class from Harvard Medical School. Our corporate team, Ken Brailsford, Kylie, I like to say this often, they're the best of the best, the smartest out there. They graduated at the top of their class. I graduated maybe at the top of the bottom. But these guys are the best of the best, know exactly what they're doing. And so now here we are. We lead the natural health revolution by naturally nourishing, restoring, and conditioning the body. And, of course, adding into this organization, this incredible company, all of the fantastic XANGO products, we have something now second to none. And so my friend introduced me, Kylie. I took a look. I took the advice of Abe Lincoln, who said, good things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. And so as I looked at my life, paycheck to paycheck, more a month at the end of the money, I didn't have any business experience, no network marketing experience. This was my first job. I just jumped in, Kylie. I didn't get my feet wet. I didn't put my toes in. I just absolutely took a dive. I went after it, began listening to my teachers, listening to colleagues, coaches. People complained about knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain, foot pain. They complained about wanting to lose weight, gain weight, less energy, more energy. They talked about wishing they had more time, more money. I simply offered a solution to a problem. And you know what happened, Colin? It can happen for any of you that are watching or you're listening on this call. Maybe you're interested in the products. Wonderful. Maybe you're interested in another stream of income. Fantastic. Either way, it's the start that stops most people. And so I simply chose to get started, Kylie, and in a very short period of time had offset my primary income part-time with this company. Of course, we go on and we've now impacted many thousands of people. And when you do that, you get rewarded financially. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But what I want to do right now is hand this off to my beautiful wife. Hopefully you got a chance to see a picture so you can put a face to her country twang and voice. But this is someone, as I bring her on, Kylie, it's important that you understand her background too, because she's a winner. She was paid to go to college. How did she get paid to go to college? Well, she received an all-academic scholarship, an athletic scholarship. She played college basketball. She played college golf. She was Conference Player of the Year, undergrad in accounting, went on to get her MBA. And I like to tell her, Kylie, I've got one of those too, massive bank account. But with that said, this is someone who's a winner in every way, went on to start her own real estate investment company. She understands residual income. She understands the power of health and fitness. She's lost a second grader on our products. She'll tell you a little bit more about that. But I'm going to hand it over quickly to my beautiful wife, Lindsay.
Well, hi, guys. Hi, Collie. I'm so glad to be able to share a little bit about the products that we use. And I won't be sharing anything technical about these products. I'll just be talking to you all more about how I use the products, how Chris uses the products, and we have 4 kiddos, and how we incorporate these products into our daily lives. But like he said, we have 3 different product lines, and these product lines are to help naturally nourish, naturally restore, and naturally condition, leading the way of the natural health revolution. And I'll start with our first product line, which is the Core Moringa product line that we have. And this is the most nutrient-rich botanical ever discovered. And like Chris said, you can go and find third-party validation on all of this stuff. But he mentioned I lost a second grader. And what he means by that is whenever I started taking this Core Moringa line and our weight management system, I had some extra weight on me. Through the whole process of having babies, I got real big. I just took full advantage of, you know, you can gain as much weight as you want and everyone still thinks it's real cute. So I did it. And then I was thinking, hey, when I go home from the hospital, that stuff's going to suck right off. But like if any ladies on this call know that doesn't really happen. And I had tried some other things before we had this weight management system, and the weight came off. But then if I didn't go to the meetings or I didn't count the points, what would happen? We all know that the weight just goes right back on. Why does the weight stay off with our weight management system? Why was I able to lose 40 pounds in a very short amount of time, and it has stayed off for many, many years now? It's because our weight management system is a 3-step process that begins with nutrition. So first of all, core nutrition. There are 3 different products to choose from. Chris and I start our morning every morning with XM Plus. It's all of the Moringa nutrition and added energy. Now, we do not give that to our kids because like most of y'all, if you know, those kids do not need any extra energy. So we start their day with all of the Core Moringa, but in the Smart Mix form. It has an added prebiotic. The second step to the weight management system in the Core Moringa line, though, is an appetite suppressant. And there are several different options for you all to choose from, whether you like a high stimulant appetite suppressant or you can't have stimulants at all. You can choose one that has no stimulants and still have appetite suppression, and that is the XM PM capsule that we have. The third step to the Core Moringa weight management system is a detox tea. And here's what I'll say about this detox tea for all of those who are new to the ZIJA products. Let's proceed with caution with that detox tea. It does exactly what it says it's going to do. It cleanses your system of toxins through a flushing out. And so I like to say, you know, whenever moms go to the shower, there's no privacy. Those kids are peeping their heads in there wanting to know what's going on. But whenever, ladies, you take this detox tea, there's not going to be anybody peeping their head in there. So let's just say proceed with caution with that one. But it is a 3-step process to get maximum results. We don't only nourish the inside of the body with Core Moringa, we also nourish the outside with Moringa with the Gen M skincare line. We have all kinds of products in this line that are enriched with the Moringa oleifera nutrition, including shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, lip balm, skincare cleanser, a mask. We like to use a lot of the ZIJA oil. Look that one up. It uses the pressed moringa seed in place on our children, in place of things like Neosporin for scars and burns and those kinds of issues. All kinds of great products in the skincare line, Core Moringa. The second set of product lines that we have is to naturally restore the body through Mayo essential oils. Whenever we launched this product, or the essential oil line, I knew nothing about oils, but we have over 50 different options to choose from, and it is nature's medicine cabinet. If you don't know anything about the oils, start like we did with the basic 3, peppermint, lemon, and lavender. Here are some home uses, some ways that we incorporate these into our lifestyle. So let's talk about the true lavender for a moment. It has a calming, soothing effect. Here's what we like to do. When it's bath time, you fill up the bathtub, and then you toss. It says 2 or 3 drops. We don't do anything in moderation at our house. So we just shake that like a salt shaker, put that in the water, soak our kids in there. When they get out, you rub it on the chest, you diffuse it in the room, and they sleep like babies. The peppermint is great for several things as well. Headaches, rub it on the back of your neck or on your temples. It's also great for cooling. If you're in hot places, you can put that on the bottom of your feet and keep yourself cool. Lemon is a great natural cleanser. It's also good for cooking. We have several uses for these, over 50 different options, like I said. Start small and build from there. The third product line that ZIJA has is to naturally condition the body. And we do this with the Ripsticks Fitness Supplements. There are 4 different products in this line, but I will say my favorite is probably the Hydrate. If any of you know any kids out there or any teenagers out there who are drinking a lot of those aid drinks that are high calorie, high sugar, we have an all-natural alternative to that with this Ripsticks Hydrate product. Our kids drink this all the time, and we can feel good about it knowing that it's a natural product, low in calories, low in sugar. Look at the Recover for a moment. So we are into fitness. We are a fitness family. We are always working outside and going to the gym. But don't think that all of these products are just for those who are consistently in the gym, consistently working out. The Recover product, like Chris said, we have a real estate investment company. And that's one of the things I do with my dad. He's in his mid-70s, and he is our property manager. So sometimes when the water line's freezing, he has to climb underneath there, or the potty breaks, and he's got to replace that. He gets sore, and because I'm a good daughter, we provide him with plenty of Ripsticks Recover and then send him right on back to work a little faster. The Ignite is a product that is made to put all of those athletes into the fat-burning mode faster. That does exactly what it says it's going to do. It ignites your workout, but let's just pretend like we all aren't huge gym goers and athletic fiends. Let's just say, ladies, that your mother-in-law calls and says, hey, I'm in town, hon, and I'm going to be dropping by here in about 5 minutes. Here's what I like to do. I like to mix one of those Ripsticks Ignites with some water, kick it back, and my entire house is clean in about 5 seconds. So we have products for everyone, and now that we have strategically partnered with XANGO Nation, we also have access to all of the wonderful products that they have provided, but we have something for everyone. And now that we know that there's a natural solution and we can lead the way of the natural health revolution, Chris, it's our obligation really to share.
Absolutely, Lindsay. Appreciate you sharing. I'm super excited, by the way, Collie, to get my hands on some of the XANGO products as well. I love the partnership. We're going to intertwine incredibly effectively. And so for all of you that are watching, you're listening, I would simply ask this question. When you have something good, what do you do? What do you naturally do when you go to a restaurant? You go to a good movie. You tell people about it. And this is really no different, Collie. The mass people that are now multi-million-dollar, seven-figure, $500,000 earners in our organization, Collie, many of them simply started using one or more of the products, picking out some family and friends to share those products with, bringing some people to their home, getting and having a focus of just getting their products for free. And so that's how many of our team members started this opportunity. I don't know where your mind is, where your vision is, but it's okay to start small. I just encourage people to start, Collie. Maybe it's just getting a product or two. Maybe it's just trying the products. Maybe it's trying and sharing it with a few people to get it for free. Or maybe you have a vision like Collie, and she wanted to do this big. Or maybe you're like Lindsay and I, and you had a small vision when you started, and you really just wanted to make $1,000 extra a month. Understand that the majority of bankruptcies could be avoided by just a few hundred extra dollars in the household. And so, you know, we've all been to restaurants as well, though. Let me change the perspective here again. We've all been to a restaurant, though, that hasn't been good. We've all been to a movie that hasn't been good. Does that mean we stopped eating at restaurants? Does that mean, Collie, we've stopped watching movies? Of course not. Doesn't mean the industry is bad, the movie industry. Doesn't mean the restaurant industry is bad. It just means maybe that restaurant is bad. And so we've all maybe had a bad experience or heard about a bad experience. I'm not sure, though, that we should bank everything on that one experience. And so I would encourage you to understand the power of network marketing. You see, I didn't really have the money in my head, Collie. I wanted to get started with this opportunity, but I said I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I'm too busy. I've never done business. What's my coworker going to say? You know, I learned real quick, you fuel your journey on the opinions of others, you'll run out of gas. And so unless you're prepared to buy somebody else's lifestyle, certainly don't buy their opinion. And so I looked at all the benefits of being a part of a network marketing company, and I saw the low cost of entry, and I looked at, you know, Chris, you're saying you can't afford to get in. I turned it into a question, Collie, and I simply said, how can I start with no money? And I found a card called Master. That's how I started in that little town of Kentucky with no business or network marketing experience, Collie. I simply started with my MasterCard. That's how low the cost is to invest in a multi-million-dollar opportunity if you so choose for it to be that. And so I started with the MasterCard, was able to get some product, and then I learned that, you know what, I had a job as a teacher and a coach, and tax laws were made for business and small business owners. And so if all of you think about it, how many of you drive a car, go out to eat, you have a cell phone, laptop, iPad, you have all of these different things? Well, these are tax benefits of having a home-based business. And so I saw and was able to remove some obstacles. Collie said I was too busy, but guess what? I was around a bunch of teachers, and you know what they do? They complain about being tired or wanting to lose weight. I was around coaches, and so we can use those, I call them today excuses, Collie, as to why we can't do it. But what I learned is we have to stop being negative about what could go wrong and start being positive about what could go right. So there's all kinds of benefits available. There are several ways, in fact, that you earn income by sharing it. I'll just hit two briefly. When you bring people, when you bring your family, your friends, community members, colleagues, maybe somebody that you just met at the airport and they like the information, they want to try the products, or they want to share it with others, we have something called fast start commissions. That means, Collie, when you share it with somebody and they buy, you earn a commission. And then when you help them and plug them into our system, we have an incredible training system. We have support and leadership. You have free access to people that know how to do this and teach this in a big way to encourage you to get back with the person who invited you to learn more about how you can get plugged in to getting your product paid for, to start generating a substantial amount of income, maybe a full-time income, maybe a legacy income. But the primary ways that you earn income on the front end, Collie, is to simply share this by listening, offering solutions to problems. The company is going to reward you with something called a fast start commission. And as you help those people repeat or duplicate that process, our company has something called team commissions. And those are a couple of fundamental ways that you earn income. But to stretch your vision a little bit, you know, our company's founder believes in people before profit, service before self. And so as our company hits specific benchmarks in our company, he's giving back up to 25% of the net profit in 5 separate profit pools. So we've already hit the first one. We're on our way this year to the second one. And so many of you, you're going to say, oh, there's no way I could be a part of it. That's what I said, Collie, back in 2008. A couple of years later, guess what? I was in that profit participation pool. I get a check every single quarter, and you wouldn't believe me if I told you. And so now we're moving towards that $300 million mark as we force this next wave, this second wave of momentum. And any of you who choose to get started today, to get plugged into your leadership, to get plugged into our training, you can have access to a Life Unlimited mobile app that's free for you. You can do your business, take it wherever you go. And Collie, as I start to move into ways you can start, folks, we are leading the way of the natural health revolution. We have taken 2 legendary companies, XANGO Nation, ZIJA Nation, a legacy opportunity for all of you to get ahead of a second wave of momentum, to position yourself to get the prime piece of real estate. You think about who invited you to this call, who invited you to this webinar. You think you're the only person that they've introduced this to? Of course not. You think about what type of person they are, probably someone of integrity and ethics and class and character. They have other people they're introducing this to. You tonight get the first opportunity to get the best piece of real estate in the organization so you can position yourself to get ahead of this second wave of momentum. There's several ways, Collie, that you can get started in our company tonight. And I would say if you're just interested in trying the products, of course, get back with the person who invited you. They can lead you to the products that interest you most, whether it be a knee pain issue or just being proactive or wanting to lose weight or a skincare product or an oil, whatever it may be, you can get back with them. But I'll focus quickly on 2 critical packages that are timely for anybody that wants to share this, anybody that wants to get ahead of the wave, Collie. And the first one is our diamond system. It's a $1,300 investment. And again, don't throw that, wow, man, a $1,300. That's what I said back in 2008, Collie. But again, I found a way by using a MasterCard, knowing I had 30 days to get my money back by simply sharing it with some family, friends. I did that. I've been profitable in my business ever since. Now, I say the diamond system because you get a chance to earn double fast start for your first 24 weeks, meaning, Collie, as I introduce you and you say you want to buy the products, I'm going to get 50% on the volume that you order versus 25%. I get that for 24 weeks. That's almost a half of a year. You move to the gold system, Collie, that's $660, 500 PV, and what happens is I get double FSC for that package as well, 50%, but it's only for 12 weeks. And so the diamond system gives you 24, the gold system gives you 12. All of these other systems, enhanced and basic, are great ways to start if you just want to kind of get your feet wet. But if you want to jump in, get you a position, get ahead of this wave, and really take some massive action, join forces with your leaders and the people who invited you, I'd highly encourage you to get started with a gold or a diamond system. But again, I always encourage people to get in where they fit in, pick the kit that fits for you. The key to getting ahead is simply getting started. And so I would encourage all of you to get back with the person who invited you, get all of your questions answered. Don't leave the house, don't leave the call, don't leave tonight without getting a question answered and make a decision. You know what? I want to try the product, or I want to try and I want to be a part of this incredible company, because Ray Kroc, founder of McDonald's, Collie, said, be in the right place at the right time, and you do something about it. The place and time is now. It's up to all of you to say, you know what, I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to change the future, the legacy of my family forever by being a part of this incredible strategic partnership with XANGO and ZIJA Nation as they force the second wave of momentum, leading the way of the natural health revolution. And with that, Collie, I appreciate the opportunity to be invited to this incredible webinar tonight. Look forward to serving all of you as I crisscross the country, get into the international markets as well.
Well, awesome. So much. Thank you so much. Wow. Lindsay, Chris, what a team, and what an amazing team XANGO and ZIJA have become. So, wow, we have amazing things to learn from each other and new heights to climb that we never could have possibly done before. ZIJA is absolutely a legacy company, but I just want to say to a lot of folks, you said you've never done networking before. I heard over 80% of ZIJA had never been involved in the networking industry before. That's called organically grown, folks, and they're doing a lot of sales worldwide in 56 countries, and now bringing on XANGO, who is kind of born in the industry. Whoa, there's nothing we can't do together. So I'm excited about your products. I'm excited about our products, and I'm excited that we all get to share in more opportunity around the world. So, folks, if you want the training, you want to learn this, you want to learn that, we do Super Saturday training webinars every Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and we do these opportunity calls every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So tune in on Monday nights with your best guests. Tune in on Saturdays for your Super Saturday training. We'll teach you what you need to do, but the bottom line, Chris already shared with you. You just got to share the products. You just got to listen and share a solution to something somebody is looking for. And now we have so many more solutions to offer. So if you do that and you do it often, I've always said, how do you become $1 million earner? You use and share the products and the opportunity often. The more often you do it, the more money you make, the faster you grow, the more people you help, and the faster you get to wherever it is that you want to go. So we're here with you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Lindsay. Thanks for this amazing partnership, and tune in next week, folks, for another Maximize Monday opportunity call. Good night, everyone.